Hi everyone, here's what's bothering me today. With all the talk around the election and who could win and a vote for the NDPs, a vote for the Conservatives and all the other terrible dreck, what's getting lost in the noise are several things, including a story about Alberta, which I'm probably going to record tonight, but I'm going to schedule it for tomorrow, and numerous other things that I would love to talk about, but that's going to have to wait for this weekend and next week. Because it's been a long day and it's already late at this point, so I'm just going to make this a very quick one. Everyone's missing the point about how no matter who wins this election, Canadians lose. And the only people who win are those in power. Justin Trudeau called this election and he decided to try and grab power. Why? Why did he try and grab power? That's coming in my, anti-liberal video, which will hopefully be done this weekend. But he did it because he needs a majority to try and pass a lot of the terrible legislation that he wants to pass. What do I mean by this? I will try and find that video where I was covering a bombshell revelation by the Breach Media about how numerous people in ministries under the current Liberal government met with various oil and gas lobby executives and big business insiders and bankers, etc., to determine how the post-pandemic recovery would look like and to be sure that they would be the heads of it. So Trudeau probably called the election to try and help move this plan forward. And we also know that Chrystia Freeland, who is very much now becoming the successor in waiting, as it were, for Trudeau and the Liberal Party, she is a neoliberal ghoul through and through. So big picture 4D chess time. Here's what happens, and we, playing at democracy, have no say in what happens. Whoever wins, whether it's the Liberals or the Conservatives, here is how this goes down. Trudeau, very much likely not securing his majority, steps down and is replaced by Freeland, whether the Liberals are still in power in a minority or if they sit as the official opposition. The new Liberal Party under Chrystia Freeland works hand in hand with the Conservative Party of Erin O'Toole, whether they formed government or not, and do the thing that Conservatives and Liberals have done so often, which is serve as a united front for the interests of the ruling class and the elites. You can see how much they have in common here, and just a casual look at the voting record also shows that they vote together overwhelmingly a lot of the time. And so Freeland and Erin O'Toole and their lovely friends in big business, in the oil and gas sector, and in all the halls of power that are very undemocratic, get to say, as they form a united front, well, pandemic's over, which means we have to make some hard decisions. And they cut programs and they cut spending because otherwise, the support of the House depends on it. And that means, we don't want another expensive election. So, shucks, we just have to sit with this. And they do what their neoliberal corporate masters demand of them. And we have no say in it whatsoever. And parties like the NDP and the Green Party, assuming they have any seats after this election, will be screaming from the sidelines, unable to do anything because of the united front that the Liberals and the Conservatives, and about 50% of the time the Bloc, form to serve neoliberal and corporate interests. That's how this plays out. Whether you vote Liberal, Conservative, or hell, like me, I intend to vote NDP, no matter what happens after this election, what I have just said is the game plan for the ruling class, and it's all going to bite us in the ass. Because again, they're playing 4D chess. So if Trudeau called the election and people said, you know what? Yeah, Trudeau does deserve a majority. Then great, he gets his majority and gets to pass all the terrible things that help the neoliberal elite. If Trudeau doesn't win his majority, well, guess what? There's someone else in waiting who's more than happy to carry out a neoliberal mandate, and they're willing to work with the other main neoliberal shitheel party that we have that basically is the only other one that's ever formed power in this country. Whoever wins, we as Canadians lose, and there's so many of us who don't realize that this is going to be the case, and that is definitely what's bothering me today.